Hello Gemini, this is Joe and I'm going to do your July 2020 spirit message. This is an intuitive reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but that's okay because there's always another message for another time. But I am relying on the cards to inspire the message to come forward from spirit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some one or two minor arcanas and a major arcana and some oracle cards, and we're going to see what message comes out. This could be about anything. We will see what that is. So I'm going to pull until I get that first card that we want, which is a major, and at that point we will pull some minor from another deck. Now if you want an opportunity to win this awesome tarot deck here, this is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Just stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you how to enter. It's really easy. But let's get into the cards. So we have Justice out. That's the big prevailing theme here. And this could be about, I don't know, I feel like this is not necessarily about balance, but I feel like it's about fairness. So we're going to see what we get and we're going to talk about it. You did get another major, so I'm going to take that because I think that needs to come forward. You got the Wheel of Fortune with Justice, so I think that we are going to take that and we're going to see what messages come out. You have the Knight of Wands also, and we're going to pull a couple oracle cards and see what comes through here for you. So this is definitely an interesting message, and we have why. So you might have been asking yourself for some time, somebody I think has really done something unfair to you, and it may have caused you a lot of trouble. I feel like some of you have experienced some relationships that unfairly kind of came apart, and I feel that it's caused you to question who you have in your life at this time or who you've been associating with. I do get the feeling that people may have had an unfair point of view of you over some things that were said or done that really wasn't, the intentions were very poorly carried out. And I don't think that this is something that you want to carry around. I think you want to let it go, but I think you've been also asking why. And I think the reason why is something that you can't really get closure on or necessarily find out. But I think that to me, the Two of Spades here, this is to me saying there's conflict or there was a competition of some sort. So maybe you've been in a competitive work environment, or maybe you've been in some kind of competitive atmosphere with some friends or associates, could even be family, and something has really kind of caused you a great deal of hurt. I feel like it's something that has been in the past for some time, but it's really kind of harmed your ability to, I think, trust and to really put your faith in people again. So whatever is going on in July coming up, I think that you get to find a new balance. I think you get, to me, I feel like you get a restoration of your image. I feel like there's a truth that comes out. And I think actually if you've lost something because of this, like financially, a friendship, a relationship, I think there's like this restoration that comes in for you because justice comes out. And I think what Spirit is saying here in this, and I always rely what I see in my mind's eye, what I feel and kind of hear in my mind coming through. But this is saying to believe and really to look forward in July to balance coming in. I think there's this, to me, I keep feeling that there's this deep sense of restoration. So there's this reciprocity coming through that's going to kind of alleviate some of the trouble, some of the pain you've been carrying around over the situation. I think this is because the wheel is here and it's present. It's saying that things are turning in your favor. If you feel like people have had an unfair point of view about you in the recent past, it's not something that you're going to have to carry around anymore, because I think the truth comes out. I think this cuts you free. I think this has been holding you back. I think it's been preventing you from really, truly trusting in people, wanting to put your faith in people, wanting to really develop relationships and friendships. And I think this has been something that has finally is going to come to light. So I think you're going to see some truth this month. And I don't think it's you that really is involved in this, in the sense that whatever comes out, it comes out on its own naturally. It comes out because some things are brought to light. So what is in the dark often comes to light at some point in the future. And sometimes, you know, we can really get stuck in that. And I think this justice is saying, this is not going to continue on anymore. This is going to cut you free from this situation. It's going to set you free. It's going to bring you an ability to kind of have a little bit of healing. Maybe you won't get the closure that you wanted. Maybe you won't get exactly what you want out of this when this comes through, but you feel like the air has been cleared, and you feel like, I think in July, that whatever point of view some people have had regarding whatever has gone on, and whatever you have lost because of this, because I do feel like, to me, for some of you, there was a monetary loss involved, or a loss of maybe some property or possessions, whatever that is. I feel like you do get some kind of karmic restoration. It comes through for you, and I think that it's going to really make you feel kind of restored. You're going to feel like the wrong has been made right as best as possible. And that's what justice does, because justice can't always give us back what we lost. It can't always make us really whole as if nothing happened. But justice can restore us to a place where things can be made right as good as they can. And sometimes we have to just be okay with that, because there is a lesson in this for you, I think. But this will resonate with you. If you have been through something like this, you'll know it. You'll know that this message is specifically for you. It's not going to be for everybody, but I do feel like it's just something that needs to be heard for you this month, that whatever kind of slander or cruelty that was kind of uttered against you, that really, I think it, more than anything, it really just cut you to your soul, because it was really unfounded, unjustified. And I think you're being released. The Knight of Wands. I think you get to move forward. I think you get to get out of an energy that has just kept you kind of feeling like a little bit of a hermit, or a recluse, in a sense. And I don't mean the hermit in the sense of how the hermit card comes out in tarot, but it just, I have this feeling like there's this feeling of just being a bit of a recluse. And I think that you get out of this, and you get to feel like you have a sense of freedom. You're free to roam, you're free to wander. You probably are going to be able to, if there's been any connections that have been harmed in this, I think you get to restore that as well. And I think you do get to hear from people a point of view that you didn't get to hear. So Gemini, this is the message I have from Spirit this month. To me, it's a really strange message. And I never know what's going to come out. I never know what I feel like I'm going to hear always up front. But I have to say what comes to me. And I think that this is the message for you, to know that whatever has been done to you in the dark is coming to light, and you're going to be restored. There's going to be some reciprocity. And I think July, to look for that, to feel like you are going to be made whole, in a sense, out of this situation. So that's your message. I try to keep it short and sweet, to the point, and not to go on too long. I just want to get the message out and leave it with that. So if you want a chance to win this Light Seers tarot deck, this is my favorite deck by far. All you have to do is just, if you're a subscriber, just comment below, let me know, and I'll include you in that drawing. If you're not and you want to be included in that, just subscribe and let me know that you did, and I'll include you. And that drawing will be sometime after the end of July, and all the details are in the description below. So I'm going to let you go and bid you farewell, and say have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again.